Hi everyone, and if you knew, recently Nintendo kind of announced a game called Everyone Want to Switch, where it's basically like a sequel to One to Switch. I thought One to Switch was a decent game, didn't play it much, but it was a decent game. Needed more content, or just came with the Switch itself. But anyway, they made a sequel to it, and when I first saw it, I was fine with it. Like whatever, it's $30. I think it will be fine. Then when I thought about it a bit more, I realized how they use phones, and like, then the more I thought about it, the more mad I got, because Nintendo had this game called Nintendo Land, and I love Nintendo Land. Man, some of my favorite memories is me playing Nintendo Land with my family, minus my mom. She doesn't really play video games, but yeah, some of my favorite memories was me playing Nintendo Land with my family. And I always wanted the game to come on Nintendo Switch, but it wouldn't really work because of the lack of a gamepad. I was always wanting a sequel, but then when I looked at Everyone Want to Switch, they used this little thing, like a little similar thing to the gamepad called smart devices. And yeah, like that was the idea that I had to get Nintendo Land to work on the Nintendo Switch. They could have ported Nintendo Land onto the Switch. They could have did that. They could have ported that game to the Switch. Why did they make a sequel to one of their worst games of all time? They're like, sorry, we do not want to make a sequel to a superior game. Instead, we're going to make a sequel to one of our worst games. And it just makes me mad. Seriously, do you think... Okay, I'm not going to blame that game, but... Yeah, this is making me mad. I mean, I love Nintendo Land. I grew up with it, and I had great memories with it. I know that may be nostalgia blindness, but it's a good game. Why didn't they make a sequel or a port to Nintendo Land when they literally had the tools? Like, they shown how they could have made they shown how they could like use smartphones. I mean, Nintendo's not worried about not using smartphones. They could have made it. But no, instead of making Nintendo Land 2, they made Everyone Want to Switch. Maybe Everyone Want to Switch could be a good game, or it could be a disaster. And Nintendo, I'm just saying, you had Nintendo Land right in front of you, and you could have just made that game. Man, really, Nintendo? I miss the days where you made, like, amazing party games, and now you're making, like, a game with a horse head in it. Maybe the game could be good, and if it is good, I will probably rethink it. But I always wanted Nintendo Land 2. I defend that game with everything. I mean, not like people hate it. It's a good game. Every Wii U owner should play it. I mean, and I think they should port it to Switch. May not sell well, but I mean, I would like it, but I mean, not like if I tell Nintendo one thing, they would do it. But yeah, maybe one day we'll get Nintendo Land 2 or a port. I'm just wishing for that. Maybe on the Switch Pro, maybe. I'm not really expecting it, but Nintendo, why did it make Everyone Want to Switch? You should have just made Nintendo Land 2 or something. Yeah, I think that Everyone Want to Switch is gonna fail. Maybe it may do good, maybe people secretly love it, but it's not. But I think people are just gonna play it for like a month and never again. So that's what I think about Everyone Want to Switch. I mean, there's no trailer for it, so I can't really judge too much of it. All we have is this one image. So yeah, that's what I think about it. Bye.